Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Nando. Happy Fun Day Monday. Back at it again. Hopefully everybody's Easter weekend was fantastic. Hopefully you got to spend all the family time as much as you possibly can, considering the old, isolation period while everybody's quarantining. Yeah, myself included, I couldn't really enjoy in the Easter festivities. Normally I would go downstairs with my mother and father. Hold on, Michael Hood. Because I just so happen to live upstairs, 3rd floor. Anyway. But, my dad spoke up and said, he doesn't want to, have all those moving parts. Perfectly understandable. So, instead, they just sent me upstairs with a nice little care package times 2. So, quarantine aside, it just had a different feel, had a different vibe to it. It just, I don't know, just couldn't put my finger on it. But it was good though. Spent time with a girl. Got to FaceTime her family, which was good. We took virtual shots. Oh! Got some Jose Cuervo Silver. And then we finished the night watching Jesus Christ Superstar. I've seen it. I think that's like the 3rd time I've seen that. It's a good movie. It's a real good movie. Musical, rather. Originally when I first saw it, I thought it was just going to be, very ho-hum. But it's good. It keeps you engaged with the music. Even if you're religious or not, I suggest seeing Jesus Christ Superstar. And even folks that haven't seen the original, I'm sure they were inclined to want to see the original after seeing John Legend's performance last year or 2 years ago on NBC. He ripped it. Fucking ripped it. Was it Tinashe? I think Tinashe was in it. Yeah, it was a good show. Like I mentioned before, I'm not the most religious person, but I try. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not the most religious person, but I have faith, love, and a good heart. And there was a nice service put on by Eastern Hills Bible Service back in Syracuse. Got the live feed from that. You just got to stay grounded, stay connected. And it brings a good light. It really does. I'm not, listen, if you're not religious, it's fine. If you are religious, that's fine too. But what I am saying is that oftentimes, when you go to church, it puts your mind at ease. I know when I used to go Sunday mornings, they would have the Christian service. They would have the band up there playing. It's a good feel, good vibes, good energies all around. No bullshit. I feel like something like that, you don't have to fake the funk. But I've been to I've been to a few Catholic services, and I can't get down with that. Just very archaic, very, not fun. Felt like I was doing exercises, up and down the pew, up in the pew, down in the pew. But at least there was some nice lentil soup after to boot. Oh yeah. So I'm going a new look here. Let me know what you guys think. So I had the mustache stretching out and just decided to off that. So now I'm just doing the porn stash. Straight up. And to piggyback the whole faith and religion, I stay connected with my other agency that I do relief at. Some good folks over there. And, they're going through some hard times right now. There was a death in the community, one of the individual's moms. She was a saint of a woman, Mary. Yeah, man, I just try to give my best in whatever it is that I do. Because you have to know, you have to understand that tomorrow is not promised, man. You have to hold on to those relations while you can. And God, I'll be lucky if I have 5 good friends in my corner right now. That's why I keep the circle nice and tight. Unfortunately, I had to ixnay and dismiss 2 relationships. In total, both of them amassing 23 years. So, just when you think you know a person, they turn on you for the better or for the worse, however you want to decipher that. But you know what? Taking a step back after regaining thoughts and all that, you have to take into consideration what people's objectives are, why they do the things that they do. Life pulls us all into many different directions, right? For example, we have a friend, like you got a friend that you've known for a long time, right? We all have that friend. On the flip side, when you check in with them, you catch up with them, you're the only one reaching out. Last time I checked, the phone works 2 ways. It's a 2-way street. And I'm not saying be stubborn about that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that you have to kind of see, you just have to see the chips, you got to see where the chips fall. And also, if you're holding on to a relation just because there was a long tenured, time involvement, then what else is there? Like, what are you doing for me? Seriously, because you have to weigh out the pros and the cons, and it's just, you just, if it makes you happy, then hold on to that relation. And then if not, then just ixnay. That's one school of thought. Another school of thought is just also, you know what? Just overly embrace all. Okay. I mean, you can do that. But also, if you are overly embracing all, you have to get all your checks and balances in place. You know, if, let's say again, you're opening the door to you're opening the door to a relation, to a friendship. It turns sour because you don't like what they're doing. Let's say they're lazy, they don't push on, you don't get the best out of them, they don't get the best out of you. You know, friendships, relationships, whether it's working or outside of work, they're meant to push each other. Push to get the best out of one another. And if you're not doing that, what the fuck do you have? Honestly, excuse my language, but I just feel like it's at a point where, you know, there's no more fucking around. You kind of have to just put all your eggs in one basket in life and just, you know, put your best foot forward. You know, and it's just, sorry, not sorry. People will understand and realize that, you know what? Shoot, Fernando, you're right. You are right. I should have took you up on your realism. See, I'm a no bullshit kind of guy. I appreciate realness. One thing I do not pump up is deceitedness and two-faced bullshit. Hey, if that's how you are, if that's who you are, then so be it. You know, but I know I certainly don't want to be around that. I want to test and be tested and have friends and a circle that want to push me and get the best out of me, support each other. And, you know, not be a dickhead. You know, of course, friends are going to bust each other's chops, but offer up in a sense of constructive criticism to where the person can take a step back retrospectively and just say, you know what? Shit, that was deep. That was fucking deep. That was skin deep. You know, if I want that done to someone, I would want that done to me. I would want someone to do that to me. 100 out of 100 times. Abso-fucking-lutely. No doubt about it. Because you know what? That person is going to be sour grapes for a few minutes, days, you know, however long. But if they're a real person, then they're going to understand where you're coming from. They're going to understand where you're coming from. And if they don't, then just cut them off. Cut them off at the pass. That's it. That's just it. There's just no sense in monkeying around with people that don't understand where you're trying to come from. But if you have a valid argument to your point, speak up on it. Bring it to the table. Lay it flat on the table and say, listen, this is my argument for this piece. Lay your cards out. And it's okay to ruffle feathers. Not in a dickhead kind of way, but you have to speak your piece. Just don't be that sheep. Don't be a sheep. You know, and just, you gotta fucking, my bad, I'm just kind of going off topic here. I feel like it's a point where you just have to, you know, you gotta, how do I say it? Yeah, you know, you gotta be you. You gotta be you. You gotta be creative. You gotta be polite, kind. All the superlatives listed. But also be loyal, be faithful. Because I would want that out of you. That's it, folks. All right, folks. Be great. Take the rest of this day. Listen to what I say. Put yourself in a state of thought. Okay? Listen to what I say. And put it to action. Put it to action. If you have to actually question folks around you, question their motives, then you might want to circle up a new circle of friends. Just saying. All right, folks, I'm out.